Simple life, no American Idol, but I get by. Wish I could tour with fifth wheel bus. Back to the real world, time to wake up, smell any.
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Heat in this one. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The shot by Curry, no good. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. And it's Deng in at the three slot. Green dishes to Curry. Barnes passes to Green. Deng kicks to Wade. 9 feet out. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Wade's got his first basket.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Inside, here's Green.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with this.
Oh! How about that, Kevin? What range on that shot. Unbelievable. It's amazing. Shot to stop the run. And Luol Deng with the three.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that. Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
At the line for 2.
Some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about it.
Offensive rebound. Here's Whiteside. Thompson inside the line. Miami grabs the miss.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, "Are you kidding me?"
And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then.
Look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. You go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, goodness.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. And it's blocked by Curry. To the paint. Here's Barnes. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Stolen by Thompson. Curry. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Dragic, and it's sent back by Bogut. The drive by Wade, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state. But what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been playing in some kind of pain every game for the past few years. But he just keeps churning the butter, not wanting to let his team down.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Pass to Johnson. Shot to stop the run.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
The Heat trail by 5. The drive by Wade. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. Wade outside. From deep, Richardson. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Warriors leading by 5. To the paint. Knocked away. It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
40 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Livingston. And the Warriors get it back. And that one is hammered home.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
There's the dish to Winslow. Tries a three. No good. Here's Livingston. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Warriors lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another thing, they've done a great job early of creating chaos on defense, being disruptive and getting steals through the first half of today's game.
They've got Barbosa. Maurice Spates out there with Iguodala. Then there's Ian Clark, and it's Rush in the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. The Miami Heat came up short last season in hopes of getting back to the playoffs. Clark, their road record didn't help them much.
Yeah, 17-24. I don't think you can be that far under 500 on the road and hope to play in the postseason. Boy, you got to love it. The picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprised, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
Counts for 2.
Yeah, it does. Almost makes it a little more special, though, when you can have a little bit of grace as opposed to just the full Monty with the power. And how about for the Heat having the best road record of any team that didn't make the postseason in the East? But as you said, struggling on the road will sink a team battling for a playoff spot.
Just 3 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Dang gets a wide open look. And McRoberts kicks to Richardson. Bosh, no one around him. Bosh can't get that one to fall. Clark dishes to Spates. Golden State moving the ball around. No good from Clark.
One final note, guys, on the Heat and their road losses. They ended up going only 2-8 in their last 10 road games of the year. That was a big part of how they fell out of the 8th playoff seed.
And it's Richardson slamming it down.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Rockets the pass to McRoberts. Here's Richardson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Richardson's got 4 points now in the quarter. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. Both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
That's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. Attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Here's McRoberts. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Down low. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bosh. For the finish. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Bang for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Now it's a 6-point Heat lead. And for Goran Dragic, so incredibly efficient on the offensive end over the last couple of years, whether with Phoenix or Miami, he's really upped his game.
You know, Kevin, it took him a few years to kind of get comfortable in the NBA, much like the great Steve Nash, who had his struggles early in his career. Now the game is kind of slowed down for him. He's not forcing as much, and it has certainly paid off. And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning. Talking about Dragic's newfound efficiency, he's shot over 50% from the field the past 3 years. I mean, impressive. That's a really high percentage for a point guard who plays so aggressively.
.141 left in the second quarter. And dang, here we go. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done. And talking about Goran Dragic, he's learned how to play under control without losing his speed. I mean, early in his career, he committed way too many turnovers. Now he's able to push the action without making so many of those mental mistakes.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
.105 left here in the second.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
Warriors trail by 4.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Bosh kicks to Wade. Back to Bosh. To the wing on the left. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. And he gets it to go.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And down it goes just as the clock hits 0. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Heat out front, up by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He's got 16 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those 3-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. And it's Deng in the small fourth. Thompson with the bucket.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
The kick out to Dragic. Bang for 3.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Thompson. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Kevin, gorgeous fadeaway there. I mean, that's one way to beat some tight defense.
Well, our old partner Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Warriors trail by 4. Curry from deep. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Curry. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Bosch dishes to Deng. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul, and he's on his way to the free throw line.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Then for the Heat, Stoudemire's checked in for Bosch. And it's Richardson in for Goran Dragic. And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Miami.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And, Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Okay. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. On the wing, Thompson. Kicks it to Iguodala. From deep three-point range. And the Warriors miss again. Wade with no one around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
This shot's it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
And the Warriors making a change here. Ezeli's checked in. And Miami with a change here too. Johnson's checked in.
And how about Shaun Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen. And he's willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Thompson with it. Now guarded by Winslow. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Livingston signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt to be on fire from beyond. They have been really good from the three-point line.
Wade outside. From the wing. And it's Wade again missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. It was the season of... destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work. You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Here's Clark. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Richardson for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Johnson, the pass to Dragic. Back to Johnson. Gets it off. And, oh, he hits the buzzer. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Heat leads by... It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Steph Curry's out there with Ian Clark. And it's Rush. And it's Bogut. And it's Barnes in the four-man position. That's the Warriors' 5. Pass to Richardson. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic. Warriors trail by 4. Curry. Rebound by the Heat. Whiteside's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Dragic from beyond the arc and then some.
Now he's just showing off with range like that. That's what I call profile. Incredible.
How about his release, his form, everything flawless.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Stephen Curry. Dragic kicks to Bosh. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. The kick out to Dragic. Tries again. And Whiteside finishes it off. And the Heat lead by 6.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
It's tipped. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year. And it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He was not at all satisfied with their effort level, saying, we're losing the hustle plays and all the 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it. Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly condemned his actions. They questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable, and for the most part he was after those incidents.
And you know the thing about Whiteside, guys, when he's right, he's an unbelievable game changer. Second in the league in blocked shots last season. Also posted the second best field goal percentage. The guy can play if he keeps his head squarely on his neck.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Rush, and it's Klay Thompson in for Ian Clark. Then for the Heat, Dang comes in for Johnson. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Richardson. Curry. No luck. Nice D from Dang.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now. They've done a terrific job of getting offensive rebounds and then converting those here in the second half. It is one thing to get the offensive rebounds, but they've turned them all into points.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bosh touched it last.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Warriors trail by 9. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 30 points for Steph Curry.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory. And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Here's Dragic from outside. Miami no good on that time either. The Warriors have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Iguodala no good.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is coming right down to the wire.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Yeah, really bad timing, guys, to start coughing it up. He's got 3 turnovers here in the fourth.
And it goes without saying, but I need to say it anyway. In a game as close as this, every possession is important. You've got to make them count.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Barnes. Bosch passes to Wade. Dragic at the elbow. Bosch kicks to Dang. Good, it's Bosch picking up the assist. And it's 13 points for Luol Deng.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them.
Look out, and then you throw stuff like that. The home run. How does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini. Here's Dragic from outside. Puts up a 3. And Luol Deng, another 3. And the Heat lead by 4.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Good on the shot.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here. Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about, guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel.
A drive by Wade. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, Dwayne Wade in this one, 10 points and a steal.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big two-possession game. And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Left side, Dang. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Barnes, who's checked in for Golden State. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Dragic dishes to Bosch. Right side, the pass to Wade. And it's good. Fought through contact, gets the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
No doubt about it. Wade has found the touch right now. Those are some big-time heroics at the stripe. A little bit of defense, and they can put this one in the win column.
Curry. But they recover it. Here's Barnes. Tries yet again. No good from Bogut.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for one. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And a chance here to send it to overtime.
Got to see the three and be the three if that's going to happen. Talk about a terrific stroke. I mean, the defense was hoping that a three ball that deep was not going in.
Yeah, but when a guy shoots it like he does, you have got to still be able to contest.
Now a timeout called by Miami. The score is tied at 83. 7 seconds left in the fourth. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Wade. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. If you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Timeout called the Warriors. The Warriors trailing. Curry. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Wade with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Here's Dragic from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. From deep. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 51.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 so far in their three-point attempts in overtime. Thompson with the bucket.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Back to Wade. Over to the left wing. Here's Dragic from outside. Warriors with the rebound. And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. That gives them the lead. 53 points for Steph Curry.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Take a look at what Hassan Whiteside's done. He's got 16 rebounds, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now. Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Dragic gets the bucket.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 56 points in the game.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. Off target from outside.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Wade dishes to Bosh. He feeds it to Dragic. Shoots the three. Money! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the football.
GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Here's Whiteside. Count it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're behind by 2. 15 seconds left to play in the first overtime. What's your take?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
And it's blocked by Curry. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're losing by 4. 8 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. What's your take, guys?
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
And the important thing about the foul is who you foul. They don't want to send a top-notch free thrower to the line if they can avoid it. It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. So long, everyone.